Alrighty. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action, and I think it is going to be even more fantastic than previous nights. It's always good, it's always dinosaurs. If you're happening to stumble upon this, perhaps you're browsing, you're wondering, oh, why is this guy playing dinosaurs? I wonder if he plays anything else. That is not the case. It's pretty much always this. I love it. I love it. Tweaking things, and tonight certainly has some very big tweaks, I guess you could say. Hulking Raptor, the main thing. We'll start at the beginning in a sense. Ulvenwald Hydra, which I'll still use here and there. Lovely potential. When it enters, I grab any land from my library, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Pretty fantastic. Any land, not just a basic. And that any land oftentimes would be a second Sunken Citadel. This taps for 2 mana for a land with an activated ability. If I have one out already, plus another one, 4. Castle Garenbrig needs 4 mana for its ability to make 6. 2 Sunkens, 1 Castle, 6 green. Pretty straightforward there. So Ulvenwald Hydra increasing the chances of, getting to supercharge that Castle Garenbrig and then drop Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That's the big thing. But I just wanted to go back to something. Hulking Raptor. Even though it dies, the mana that it ramps with, you don't always see it. The opponent kills it right away or on their following turn. They might only have 1 or 2 lands untapped. They can't pay the extra 2 for the Ward 2, but it dies next turn. That's not fun. Maybe, they tap out mostly, and that could buy you enough time, and it could create a window to do something explosive afterwards. Let's hope it sticks around. If it does, getting us ahead by 2, not pulling a land out of the library, as Ulvenwald Hydra would do. Sylvan Scrying, which Sylvan Scrying is not in. Crazy, I know. Wow, I was just feeling like I want to try not using it. I would run into so many situations where I wouldn't exactly need Sylvan Scrying. I'd still get my Sunken Citadels late game. I absolutely despise seeing that Sylvan Scrying. I have too many lands, I get flooded, and then I get a Sylvan Scrying, and it just absolutely feels bad. Hulking gets me ahead by 2, similar to Sunken Citadel, that sort of thing. And it's massive creature, well, big enough, being 5 power there. If I have a bunch of Hulking Raptors in my hand, maybe 1 or 2, the time that I play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, at the very least, I'm putting some more power on the board. That is a pretty fantastic thing. These Hulking Raptors could have been the Sylvan Scryings. We'll kind of keep it that way for tonight. If we see a Hulking, we pretend it was a Sylvan Scrying. We'll consider it that for now. Hulking getting ahead by 2. Sylvan Scrying would have grabbed likely a Sunken to get ahead by 2 for the Castle Garenbrig. Somewhat similar in that regard. But Ancient Imperiosaur. Boom. Boom. There you go. Yeah. Do you need more big scary dinos? I think so. And this has fit in lists before that I've used. And I wanted, again, just something else big. A dinosaur. Something that could make use of a bunch of creatures. Creatures that don't have trample. Topiary Stomper. If I'm still at 6 lands, that's a very real possibility. I could make 8 mana with 6 Castle Garenbrig and Sunken and all that good stuff. So it's pretty rough. I can't attack or block, but I can use it to convoke with Ancient Imperiosaur. However, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant puts all the creatures onto the battlefield except for Ancient Imperiosaur. We wait. Hopefully it's a Palani's Hatcher, Hulking Raptor, something like that. Let's pretend it's a Palani's Hatcher and a Hulking Raptor. With Palani's Hatcher, we tap that, plus the 2 eggs, plus the Hulking Raptor, maybe a few other mana or something, or just enough in total. And boom, we get Ancient Imperiosaur right there. Fantastic. Xenagos as well. likely I have enough devotion, 7 or so. Heaven, how is it going? Yes, I do have some removal in this list. Not that I usually really ever need it, but there's so many big, powerful dinos. I was going to get to that, but we'll jump into it just because you mentioned it. Inscription of Abundance. It's good. It's usually never dead. At the very least, I get a slap 2 counters on a creature. I don't need to fight and all that stuff, but I wanted something that gained a bunch of life, took out something, maybe saved something. It's going to die in combat, but putting the 2 counters on some creature, possibly Hulking Raptor, saving that. Yes, that's going to be good. They target it with a Fiery Impulse from, is it Phoenix? Dealing 3 damage, paying an extra 2, and then Inscription of Abundance. Boom. We put 2 1/1 counters on it, and it's surviving. Oh, it's going good. Well, Heaven, it's not going, too good. There's a lot of snow. I'm going to have to shovel probably after I'm done here tonight, just to get ready for tomorrow. The snow has almost finished. It's just turning to rain, so if I can get shoveled, it should melt. It's about 3 degrees now, so it's actually warmed up overnight, which is kind of crazy. Things are certainly going to heat up here with this list as well. Oh, Dino action. That's where it's at. Absolutely. 100%. I think a lot of snow. Mostly a lot of snow. Some ice. There was a little bit of freezing rain. You don't get much in Texas. That's for sure. Every once in a while. But I love the snow, as many of you know. Okay. I didn't have any more puns after that. Oh, but I lost my train of thought thinking about shoveling snow. It's not the most fun in the world, but it is good exercise. But yeah, Ancient Imperiosaur. I leave that in my hand. I don't have to put all creatures in my hand on the battlefield. A bunch were just put out, enough that I could convoke a lot of them to get Ancient Imperiosaur down and get it nice and big. You have to have a lot of little creatures that would chump block. That's what I'm getting at. Hulking Raptor, that would get chump blocked by a 1/1. Yeah, something like that. Might as well use it to convoke for Ancient Imperiosaur. Palani's Hatcher, I mean, it can't attack if we don't have another dinosaur to give it haste. Another Palani's Hatcher, another Regisaur Alpha, so that plus the 2 eggs and hulking, Xenagos. Very real possibility that Ancient Imperiosaur is going to come down, be able to attack, and be massive. Yeah, ice that freezes. That'd be rough. On and off rain, huh? Okay. Not too much rain. It actually might be quite a bit. I think I can hear it starting right now. It's always lovely when I don't have to shovel too much, or I shovel off just enough that the rest of it melts. It stays about 3 or 4 degrees during the day. Clears it right up. That's good. It has been nearly as snowy this year, that's for sure. But it's always chill with dinos. Otherwise, the other changes, Restless Ridgeline, I don't think I used it enough. I want to use it more. I think it has good potential. The batches of matches that I used it previously, I just don't think I saw it quite enough as I could have expected. Again, worst case scenario, we got a man land, something lovely to attack with. Maybe we have a few creatures. We draw land for the turn. Oh, nuts. We still get to make this a creature. Get some more power, 2 power on something else, untap it. Pretty lovely stuff. Sideboard-wise, I've been facing enchantment decks. Back to Nature brings us back into contention. As always, Brotherhood's End. I don't know. I'm still unsure about the double red. That has messed me up before. I tell ya. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Possibly Sunken Citadel. Hopefully it's my first land for the game. We choose red just to get that source, and then hopefully seeing a Restless Ridgeline or a Stomping Ground. But the double red really could mess us up. Rolling Vortex. I face 2 Discover combos. Quintorius. Oh, Pterosaurus. How's it going? How's it going? Definitely a lot of late game dinos. Very consistent. 100%. I like to keep it as consistent as possible, as you can see with the sideboard here. It would be a very reasonable thing, though. I could trim 1 Roiling Vortex, 1 Brotherhood's End, 1 Inscription of Abundance, free up 3 spots for something specific against a different matchup. But again, Roiling Vortex, we stop life gain. We want to stop life gain, at least I do. But it also hurts the Discover combo. Quintorius Canned uses its ability to discover 4, and then the only hits are something that can copy Quintorius, and then they do it again, and they're playing stuff from exile. It's not a pretty sight. They win on the spot, similar to the recently banned Geological Appraiser. That was not fun, but Roiling Vortex, it hurts multiple things. Life gain, Discover combo, we're good. We're good. That's what I want. And Inscription of Abundance. Gain some life, surprise an opponent that they think they have us. Boom. Ghalta, 12 life. 12 life, maybe 16, something even bigger, because Ancient Imperiosaur could be 14, 16, you know, it might be possible. Roiling Vortex in a lot of red lists. Yes, the mono red dinos doing well for you. Lost to a Roiling Vortex. Oh, nuts. Well, hopefully it goes better for you. Hopefully I get revenge with my own Roiling Vortex. Speaking of revenge,
grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Yeah, we'll get them. This covers a lot of stuff, though. We got enchantments, we got life gain, Discover combo, any sort of aggro stuff with the Premier Sweeper, artifacts, destroying all artifacts with a mana value 3 or less, interaction, instant speed for anything, any color, gain life. A beautiful sight indeed. But yeah, you could see maybe trim one of this, 3 spots for another specific thing. I think it's enough for now. We'll see. I don't have anything specifically against Mono Green Devotion, Lotus Field, decks that make a whole bunch of mana with lands. I'll keep that in mind. I have a bunch of options that I've liked, but those decks just aren't super duper common. Now, a new red list. Chandra's Dinos. I like the sound of that. Okay. Chandra Tribal is pretty fantastic. She has a decent amount of support. Very, very nasty stuff. I think that's the original Cohen. Yeah, Cloaked Phantom, how's it going? Oh, I can't wait either. Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the original Cohen. I don't know. I love Conan the Barbarian, though. Rambo is my favorite. Well, this could work. Now we're going to try for something better. That is definitely better. Send a Hatcher to the bottom. We got the Sunken Citadel. And we lose nothing. That's what it's all about. When you have basically all lands and creatures, duress, they pay 1 black to reveal our hand, and you can't top a feeling like that. No siree. Oh, I got so many good ones. I still forget the second page, though, I must say. This one, the little kid with the calculator, that's one of my... Well, it's been my favorite for a while. Yes, you definitely gotta love it. Who can't love it? Will we be fast enough? Well, there's a pretty good chance. Topiary getting us ahead. Hopiary. I would imagine Commune potentially could grab Castle Garenbrink. Hopefully. If we do just simply draw it, I'd be able to play Tyrannix Rex next turn. And I think that would be quite decent for their aggression. It looks like they want to pay 2 for the Reckoner Bankbuster. They would have used Blood Ties to crew it and all that good stuff. I'm just going to get Hulking Raptor down. We'll go with Commune, then Hulking, set up for a lot of mana. Ooh, okay. Do I like Ancient Imperiosaur? I've got Palani's Hatcher, which is nice to convoke the Imperiosaur, but we're facing off against Rakdos, and, well, many of you know that's a painful painful amount of removal. At least Hulking Raptor is safe. They can't fatal push that. Looks pretty good for our chances. Crossing my fingers. They could pay the X. Oh, okay. Croaksa. Well, next turn we're going to be making them croak. Get rid of the forest. We're getting rid of the forest. We have enough mana at this point, I hope. Hulking Raptor should be safe. You would think. Okay. Well, we do have to block. Oh, fatal push on. Okay. They got us. There you go. That's how it is. A little bit too slow. Sometimes that's the case.
This is a load of barnacles.
Firing on all cylinders. SpongeBob, the kid with the calculator, the best laugh in the world. Ooh. Brotherhood's End, though. Bringing an end. Hopefully to them. Hulking Raptor. We'll trim Ancient Imperiosaur. I still think there's a good chance we'll get Hulking Raptor off. Hopefully. I want to keep it in as much as possible, get the best feel, even though, well, as you saw, they can pretty easily pay the war too. If they leave it alive for a turn, it's probably downhill. Dead for them. That hand is lovely stuff. They didn't even have to think about it. You may be wondering, oh, that doesn't make sense. A sunken in a castle in a commune. Why would that be okay? Fortunately, no Thoughtseize to get rid of commune. That would have actually been really bad. Very bad. Yeah, Restless Ridgeline. Could have grabbed a force to help castle enter untapped, but I wanted a source of red for the Brotherhood's. Oh boy. Well, there we go, folks. This is getting deadly. Oh darn. I just didn't happen to have Otepic Huntmaster, and they would have stomped it. Man, oh shucks. That's a joke. We can make Restless Ridgeline a creature with 2 sunken citadels. That's also the benefit. A very nice surprise. Sunken 2 green. The other sunken 2 red. Boom. We get a 3/4. It could surprisingly block that Graveyard Trespasser if they ever attacked. Certainly I'm not going to trade with the Bone Crusher, but you can imagine they would be surprised if it all of a sudden popped out and boom. There you go. Alright. I can make 6. I would like to dig for... Oh, no. I used Restless Ridgeline. You know what? We're going to go with making a green. Commune to grab a land or... Oh, Ghalta Stampede. The dilemma. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We still get to play Carnage Tyrant. It's the stickiest threat, although it goes down to Liliana. Yeah, mouse over those lands. You wonder, how did I do that? 3 lands, 6 mana. Good. Can't fatal push a land. That's what I love about this. But hopefully no Shieldred's Edict or Liliana of the Veil. Hopefully we bought ourselves enough time. If they don't have a Thoughtseize and we draw land next turn, they die on this. Oh, yeah. Darn. Now the question becomes, I would like to go Hulking Raptor. 100%. Ruthless Aggression with Tranix Rex seems pretty good though. Let's do that. Two things would have to block to kill both of them, but if I attacked with both, they'd take the damage and likely kill me next turn, so I can't have that. Not at all. I like getting rid of 2 creatures, 2 things I don't have to worry about. Fine by me. Buy myself more time, I hope. Oh, excuse me. I drank my pop too fast. Ooh, oh, there's the land. There's the land. 6, 7. Oh, look at this. I get to make 7 mana, 4 lands, 3 of that for Topiary, 4 for hulking. We're getting there. No matter what. Next turn for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. An absolutely lovely way to start. Ooh, this is good. I don't think they're going to deal 14 next turn. Kill hulking. 3. We should be okay. I think. Hopefully. Oh yeah, take 4. Good. At the very least, they have to sink a decent amount just to take out... Oh, okay. We got him. Got him. Go, go, go. Go, go, go is right, yeah. But look, what did I say? What kind of a hand did I keep? Crushed them. I kept a hand with a sunken, a castle, and a commune. And look how well that worked. Whew. Don't be afraid if you see something that doesn't look good. If you have part of the mixture, if you have a sunken and a castle, don't worry. There's no turn 2 plays anyways, so tap lands for the first couple turns, not a problem. And if you're not playing the cheap creatures that would die anyways, well, that's good too. The opponent's removal just sits in their hands, and that is grand. Atlas just fell asleep in your arms. Oh, my Atlas is good. He was teething. He's getting more of his teeth. But my Atlas is, he fell asleep pretty good. Cross the fingers. Hopefully you didn't jinx it by asking about him. But no, he's good overall, and hopefully yours is good. This hand is not so good. We're on the draw. I would think maybe we would get a 3rd land by turn 3 for Topiary. But if they have a Thoughtseize, they would get rid of Topiary. Then be, better. Okay, it's better. T-Rex to the bottom. I was going to say, hopefully seeing a Carnage Tyrant. As long as everything stays, Topiary stays, we get to 6 on turn 4. Oh, okay, well, that we got a replacement. Beautiful. No Sylvan Scrying. Yes, I know. Interesting. I was thinking. I just didn't want to have it. I wanted to see how I get there, how easily I get there, how comfortable it feels. And it still feels comfortable. Instead of Sylvan Scrying, I've been thinking Hulking Raptor is Sylvan Scrying. Taking up that spot. Sadly, we lose Carnage Tyrant. Unfortunately. Definitely. But yeah, that's what I'm figuring. Sylvan Scrying, Hulking Raptor. I like having a body, get ahead by 2, still see the sunken in the castle often enough with just commune with dinosaurs or naturally drawing them. Feels pretty good. Good enough. And late game, Hulking Raptor, a body, put onto the battlefield with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Deadly. Devastating. Lovely to get Palani's Hatcher down. A bunch of bodies to block. That should buy us enough time to, well, eventually drop even more nasty things. Tyrannosaurus Rex next turn. We're able to make 7, which is beautiful. Yeah, I was just thinking it would be possibly better, even though I don't get to see the second sunken. If I have Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, it's already feeling good. I might not even want to use Sunken. I might not care for Sunken. I have enough lands. It just wasn't doing much. If I was going to pay 2, maybe I'd just want to grab a basic land with Thunderherd Migration. Have to reveal a dinosaur to make it cost 1 and a green, but that grabs it, puts it onto the battlefield, which is pretty good. I might go back to Thunderherd Migration as well. We'll see, but for now, Hulking Raptor. Pack a punch. An actual punch. Yeah, don't worry, you can't fail to push Palani. Ooh. Torch the tower. Huh. Okay. That's alright, we still got lovely bodies. The egg. Might as well save ourselves taking 2 damage. Palani's is nowhere to be found. Nice to see another castle. At least we're getting to 7 next turn and start attacking with Topiary Stomper there. Just a little bit sad that Regisaur Alpha can't also attack. They would have been able to if Palani's Hatcher was still sticking around. I like it. Hopefully a creature. If we draw a Hulking Raptor next turn, we know that Hulking Raptor would have been Sylvan Scrying, and I definitely don't need Sylvan Scrying at this point. So certainly the Hulking would at least be preferable at this point. More often, Hulking would be preferable at more points. Something like that. Ooh, another Fable. This is going downhill. Hopefully, well, not really hopefully, seeing Brotherhood's End. I don't have a source of red yet, which goes with what I was saying. It's rough stuff. I do like Topiary. We don't need the mana from Hulking. We get another mana from Topiary, but having 2 things with Vigilance, that's where it's at. And we draw a card out of the library. That's a land. It's not a creature. Increase the chances of seeing something that isn't a land next turn. A very small sliver of an increase. We'll keep Castle Garenbrig there just to bluff them, you know. Have a little bit of fun. If they have a Thoughtseize, if they draw it next turn, it would be nice to make them take 2 for nothing. Yeah. Taking out a Goblin and the pilot there. Lovely stuff. Can crew vehicles as though its power were 2 greater, so that 1/1 making the Reckoner Bankbuster a 4/4. Fortunately it was tapped, so I didn't have to worry about it surprisingly becoming a creature. Stopping that token. Reflection is going to be problematic. Oh, well, that's also a little problematic. Hopefully. They do have to make a few creatures this turn to save themselves. Maximum aggression. We have to get Reflection to maybe make some copies of stuff. The goblins and whatnot. We don't want that to happen at the end of their turn, and then they're left with an extra creature next turn. Not that I think it matters. That's alright. I think we should be taking out 2 goblins. Oh, double blocking. Alright. I like it. I think we should be safe. I would imagine we're safe. They can copy Reflection of Kiki Jiki, tapping, as long as they have enough mana to do so. Oh, okay.
Ruthless aggression.
All right. Ruthless way to start, my goodness. Phew. Didn't even need Brotherhood's End. But again, I should up the sources of red. We'll see how awkward it gets tonight. It's always been something, always is something on the back of my mind. It's a lovely sweeper, but I need a lot of forests. Forest for Topiary to grab, but that single mountain, as has sometimes been the case, it messes me up. Too much. Sunken should be good. I might add in a mountain, we'll see. It is nice, Topiary Stomper grabbing it just in case we're desperate. Cavern of Souls, that really does change things. I wasn't always using it until Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Cavern of Souls would have been Karplusan Forest, tapping for a red or a green and dealing 1 damage to us. That was very nice. So it has hurt consistency a bit for spells that are non-dinos. You come for dinos, but yeah, stay for Rakdos Destruction. Definitely. Oh, this is it's close. It's not a 2-land hand that I can keep. It's not like the other one. Oh, excuse me. We are against Yorion, enchantments, stuff like that. It's not a lot of fun, so we could have time to maybe get lucky. But I'll try for something a wee bit worse. One more. Oh, okay. Better. Good stuff. Send Regisaur to the bottom. It's a thing they can deal with. Yeah, let's go with Commune. Search for that sunken. And there's that sunken. Okay, we're looking at 6 green, turn 4. There you go. It's got to be Restless Ridgeline, sunken, castle. Ooh, castle. Source of red, green. Source of red. We might need that red to make Restless Ridgeline a creature potentially. Oh boy. Watch out. Hopefully they don't have Field of Ruin. Ruining our chances. Which takes me back to Alpine Moon. 1 red, an enchantment, you name a land, and it loses its abilities. So it shuts off that Field of Ruin. But from now on, things are looking pretty good. We get to make Restless Ridgeline a creature if we ever can't play anything. They can counter that. Hopefully they have a sweeper next turn, or it's going to go downhill. Real downhill. Flame Sweep is slightly too low. Yes. Definitely the 3 damage. Bone Crusher Giant, 3 toughness. Graveyard Trespasser. A lot of the stuff that you'll find. A lot of stuff that would be lovely to just get out of there. Vehicles as well. There's certainly a very real possibility of facing. Do I want Ancient Imperiosaur? Maybe. You know what, I'll just attack with Carnage Tyrant and we'll see what happens. But yeah, Gruul vehicles, pretty good. A lot of their stuff is 3 toughness. The Reckless Stormseeker, 2/3 at the start of your turn. Yeah, they give +1/+0 in haste. Good to get rid of that. 3 damage if you can swing it. Very good, even though I do like the instant speed potential of Flame Sweep and easier to cast, only needing a single red. That's good. Oh darn. Oh shucks. Wish I had something to do. Hopefully it's Tyrannix Rex next turn. There is 4 copies, so hey, there's a pretty good chance. Yeah, Restless Ridgeline, maybe. We can sneak in an Ancient Imperiosaur, which I kind of like. 7 for a 6/6 is not too fun, but they only have 1, so I might as well. Well, we have the chance. I don't have a Cavern of Souls to protect against the counter spell, but they didn't have 2 mana up at least. Sweep again. Oh, Teferi should be okay. I think there's a good chance we'll be able to take out Teferi, which I'm certainly gunning for. They can't do anything to Ancient Imperiosaur, which is quite nice. Probably to the Restless Ridgeline, but we'll test the waters. They have 2. Let's see what they do with that. Okay, interesting. It paused there for removal. Okay, get lost. I still have a bunch of mana. That's good, and I still make that creature. Let's make Ancient Imperiosaur a little bit bigger. Hopefully see it. Oh, a land on top. Well, a creature on top. Let's go. Well, I don't need Hulking Raptor at this point. Again, that would have been Sylvan Scrying, which I definitely don't need. So it really is seeming like, yeah, we're getting there often enough with the castle and the sunken. It is very nice, but Sylvan Scrying, I really felt like I had to see it on turn 2. It was best on turn 2, and any other turn it wasn't so good. Not really. Turn 3, maybe. By turn 4 I would hope to have stuff. I wouldn't need the Sylvan Scrying. I'd want to play a Carnage Tyrant on turn 4, not a Sylvan Scrying. But by turn 4 hopefully having 4 mana for a Hulking Raptor instead of Sylvan Scrying, that sort of thing. Okay. Ancient Imperiosaur safe, maybe. We'll see. Now let's make Restless Ridgeline a creature. One of them. imagine they would have some sort of removal for it, but hey, we'll try and take some things out. March of Otherworldly Light, probably on Ancient Imperiosaur. Or they have a settle to wreck it. Oh no, they're doing something to Ridgeline. 1 white for March of Otherworldly Light. I bet. Restless Ridgeline is a creature with a mana value of 0. We're gunning for him. We go. I'll untap this. I want that guy dead. I certainly could kill him, but I sniff something. And we got the Manlands. We'll make it work. Would have been nice taking him down to 1. But leaving to Fairy, just almost getting there. Not so fun. It's happened one too many times. Don't have fevered vision, blood in your eyes, whatever it is. Focus so hard just on the opponent you don't consider the Planeswalker. Teferi, take it out. Of course, I could have been attacking, possibly gotten them, but possibly not. It's just too close. If I attack, leave Teferi, they get the sweeper. I have nothing. They still have Teferi drawing an extra card again and again and again. Not a pretty sight. There's the March of Otherworldly Light. Okay. Well, at least they don't have a sweeper. That's very good to know. Yeah, I'd like another Restless Ridgeline. See what they do with that. Probably a Wandering Emperor, which they can pay the extra 2 for Ancient Imperiosaur. They won't have a whole lot left, though. Oh boy. What's it going to be? Yeah, we'll do Ancient Imperiosaur and hope it's not a Wandering Emperor. Painful. Okay, that's what I expected as well. I'm just happy to have more map tokens. That's not so bad. Eventually. Once they let us hit them. Excuse me. One of these days. Ancient Imperiosaur, though, I imagine that's nicer than the Ulvenwald Hydra, kind of what I'm thinking switched it out with. Both kind of big things. Ancient Imperiosaur, of course, doesn't have reach like the Ulvenwald. And actually, we'll maybe get some counters on Restless Ridgeline. That's pretty cool. Sunken Citadel, not so cool, but hey, that's alright. Creature, you can do it. Oh, Topiary Stomper, don't need that. Oh boy. Tyrannix Rex coming up. We haven't seen a single Tyrannix Rex. We're almost a third of the way. Oh, more than a third. So 3, 6. We're past a third of the way through the deck, and we haven't seen one of 4 Tyrannix Rexes. You know it's coming. Oh, well. Oh, darn. Field of Ruin took out Restless Ridgeline. That is very rough. I can't make much mana. I feel so bad. I'm not going to be able to play anything. Shoot. Well, hopefully there's no counter spell, of course. Probably. Still no Tyrannix Rex. He's got to be coming, Probably have a counter spell. Maybe. Or but either way, we're playing a thing that is pretty darn hard to target. Get it down. See if that draws out the Wandering Emperor. Oh, a nice 5/5 shark. Okay, that certainly does the trick. Very surprising, flying sharks as they are. That's okay. Tranix Rex, where are you at? Good buddy. Again, those 6 cards that were on the bottom were kind of shuffled up with that Field of Ruin. And then Commune sent 4 things that still weren't Tranix Rex. So we're roughly about the same chance of seeing it. Oh yeah, oh, you're going to play that Yorion to... Oh boy. See what they do to Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Who knows? Ah, so that's what you want to do. They make Restless Anchorage a creature. 2 power plus the 5 from the shark would be enough to trade with Carnage Tyrant. So let's test the waters again to play something else. Draw out 2 counter spells in a single turn, maybe. Okay, I like that too. Hopefully they're light on the sweepers. Now having an 8/8 is going to be rougher for their chances. Still pretty easy to target it, but hey, better than losing Carnage Tyrant, and then they only would have lost that shark. Not fun. Domain lands did their trick though. At the very least, hey, I have enough lands, I make it a creature, I draw out something from them, some sort of removal that wouldn't have been used on maybe someone else. The Ancient Imperiosaur. That's pretty good. If it's a land, I need it as a land, use it as a creature. I still think I like it better than Lair of the Hydra though. It does have great potential, sinking all the mana from Sunken Citadel into Lair of the Hydra. 1 green, an X. Whatever you pay for X is how big it gets. Pretty nasty. Ooh. Also kind of nasty. Certainly seems like they don't have any sort of sweeper. They just want to build up a bunch of bodies. If they had a sweeper, they would have used it and then made samurais and stuff like that. Bouncing the Wandering Emperor, a little bit rough. I imagine they'd just make maybe more samurai? Possibly. Tranix Rex, where are you at? Good buddy. You can not do it. Oh my. Goodness. Almost getting through halfway of the deck. We know Tranix Rex is coming up. 4 copies. Gotta be. One of these days here. Alright. Take out everything I can possibly take out. A bunch of stuff has to combine to block to do it. It would just go downhill and things would get rough. Maybe they draw a sweeper next turn. Yorion plus the shark plus the Restless Anchorage attacks. Does 7/11 with all of that stuff. Not fun. Take a bunch of damage from flying, then I lose everything and I miss my opportunity to take out their flying creatures, which are very pesky. And those flying creatures would just get bigger and bigger with the Wandering Emperor putting counters and whatnot on it. Yeah, certainly taking out that shark. The biggest thing. At least I still get a sliver of damage through after taking out all those samurais. Much less creatures to worry about. Tranix Rex, you can do it. Watch, I top deck one into another one. Well, it's getting to be a pretty good chance for that. Pretty sure I haven't seen one. No. I swear I checked. No Tranix Rex. Going to be pretty rough though with that memory deluge. The cards they drew, looking at the top 4, choosing 2. Could be a very real possibility. They got something, I mean, it's nasty. Play it. See what happens. Okay, that's alright. Ghalta's sticking around. Get a trade with some creature, possibly. Maybe they're going to flash in another Wandering Emperor, but Topiary Stomper does not tap. Somebody has to block. Huh. Taking a while. Usually it doesn't take this long. Oh, yeah. I think that's what they were thinking and hoping. Phew. Good. Take out 2 samurais. Fine by me. Well, that's not so fine, but hey. More maps. As long as I get a creature next turn, at least, excuse me, I can explore and hopefully find a Tyrannix Rex on top. Or just get Tyrannix Rex and easily play it. I have an overabundance of mana at this point. I can explore twice with that guy. Make him extra big. Make the opponent extra dead. You can do it. T-Rex. Chant with me. Ugh. Not Ancient Imperiosaur. I said T-Rex. My goodness. No counterspell, I hope. Boy. Searching for it with that memory deluge. Hopefully they don't find it. They're looking at the top 7. Grabbing 2. There's a very real possibility. They still have 4 lands untapped. I could see that happening. Yeah. Ooh, okay. We get to explore. Good. We might not be dead. T-Rex. The first one. Oh, I don't need Palani's Hatcher. T-Rex. Cavern of Souls. Okay. Well, at least whatever Dino I play can't be countered. So that's not nothing. Crazy. Yes, definitely splashing in white removal. I have always loved Get Lost. The potential of this, the Wandering Emperor, but anything with only needing 1 color for the splashing, whatever spell it is, pretty easy. The Sunken Citadel, I could have that enter, choose white. I can pretty easily get 2 other sources of green for Castle Garenbrig. So right there, could be pretty straightforward. Destroying a creature enchantment. Its controller creates 2 map tokens. That really could be quite devastating. Tyrannix Rex next turn, they might be dead. Tyrannix Rex, T-Rex. Ooh. Well, that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you have 4 copies of a thing and you don't see it in the top half of the deck. 30. That's can't always go good. You can't always win against a deck you would hope to win against, or usually win against. You can't let it get you flustered, though. Farewell. Yeah. Oh, I guess I should do a cry. Oh, this one.
Dang! Oh!
I don't actually have a good crying one. I guess the kid with the calculator. No, this one for revenge as well.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Interesting. A single. Oh, it's rough, and it's rough. People saying, "Oh, 4 copies of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That's too much. What if you see a second copy?" No, it's like I want to see it as much as possible. Oh, 4 Tyrannix Rexes. That is overkill. That's only good against control. Well, it's good against everything because everything has removal. Oh, you should only have 1 or 2. You don't want to see too many early. You want to actually see it. If you can play one, you might as well play two. There you go. Lock things up, make it extra difficult for many opponents. Even bringing in Trapjaw again. Yes, heaven. Trapjaw Tyrant, for anybody that doesn't know, has, I think, the best animation, entrance animation. It pops up, chomps on something, and whenever it does its ability, when it's dealt damage, temporarily exiling a creature, it also does that same animation. Beautiful stuff. March of Otherworldly Light. I could see that as well. Could see this being pretty good. I mean, it would be an instant keep if there was Castle Garenbrig. You know what? I'm going to do it. Hopefully seeing Castle or seeing Commune or seeing Topiary. That's a lot of things that I could see to, get me ahead. Get me there. What do I want to press for this? There you go.
Yes.
Just ask and you shall receive. Redemption. Phew. Alright. I am just able to casually make 7 green on turn 4 without a creature. That's a classic as well. I think that's one of my best ones. When I top deck something, that fits perfectly. Oh shoot. Darn. Whatever are they going to do when I go with Carnage Tyrant? Let's draw out a sweeper. Let's make them tap out next turn. If they don't tap out, we know they probably don't have that. But if they tap out, I can go Regisaur Alpha and just keep up the pain. They're getting desperate now. That's good stuff. Tap 3 lands. Play that. I wouldn't have Settle the Wreckage. Topiary Stomper. That can't be countered. Let's get another land. Ramp a bit more. Not that we exactly need it, but hey. 7 lands next turn. We're at 6 now, which is lovely stuff. I like it. They gotta find that sweeper quick. They didn't have it the previous turn, I think. Pretty good chance they'll find it here. Looking at 4, plus they'll draw a card for the turn. They have 5 chances to see it. Sweeper. Oh boy. What's it gonna be? Do it. Oh. No sweeper. Good. And they have to discard. That is extra funny stuff. I love when they do that. Palani's Hatcher, I imagine whenever I play, is going to get removed. Palani, I just get the eggs. I'm going to go with Regisaur Alpha. I like that instead. Actually, I can go Regisaur. Can't be countered. Plus, Hulking Raptor. Ooh, deadly. You know what, let's do that. Just in case they don't have removal for Regisaur, probably make sure we get them. They probably take out Regisaur with the... We can't attack with Hulking or the token, but hey. Oh, and to get lost. Okay, just buying themselves time, That's how it goes. Explore with Carnage Tyrant. Really should have done that before I attacked, just in case it did get a counter put on it. Slightly better. Nuts. Yeah, more Cavern of Souls. I like it. We gotta find Tyrannix Rex at some point here. Hey, you know what? Hulking Raptor as well. I like that. They're gonna get rid of... Oh! Whew. Yeah, well, it's not exactly out of nowhere, but you would think there wasn't even a single Tyrannosaurus Rex in the list. My goodness. Yeah, I got the armored Dino. Heaven, it's the best looking one, I think. I just kind of wish it was more green, which is my favorite color, but still very, very nice indeed. Oh, yes. Yes, you are. JDX, how's it going? Hopefully, all is well. All is well with me. Other than the shoveling. But hey, look at that. 2 lands. Oh, beautiful. This is looking good. We'll dig with commune. See if we get that other sunken. Sunken or a castle. Very good chance to see it. Counter it. Do it. Oh, darn. I play the forest, and I can still go with the second commune that I have. Oh, there's the sunken. If we see Castle Garenbrig, it's going to be deadly. Give classes and make puzzles to get to the next title. Oh, that's going to be rough. There you go. Just ask for your Castle Garenbrig and you get it. Beautiful. Yeah, coming up with puzzles and classes. Ooh. That could be fun. Make it fun somehow. It's not about to be very fun for the opponent, but hey, I like again, turn 4 Tyrannosaurus Rex. You guys may have seen that video I recorded just before work. Hopefully they don't have ether gust. Surprise. There you go. That's what you want to be doing. Again, I keep a hand with 2 lands and I do that. Can't counter it, can't remove it. Maybe you have a sweeper next turn. Doesn't matter, I still get to keep hitting them with lots of power. If they don't have a sweeper, they're mostly done for. Oh boy. Teferi's not going to do a whole lot. It could counter whatever I play, but again, it's still not doing a whole lot. I just hope they didn't get a sweeper. Test the waters with that Topiary Stomper. Okay, good. That seemed to happen pretty instantaneously, so it makes me figure that they don't have a counter spell, I hope. Kind of nice to play both of them. Just get boatloads of mana, make the Restless Ridgeline a creature next turn, and there you go. If they sweep, I still might be able to get them with the 3 damage from this. Yes, technically. Heaven, that is very good. Technically, 4 mana for an 8/8. That's kind of how I like to think about it. 4 lands, 1 mana from each, but they are special lands and they made in total, all that. Or 7. 7 mana. 4 lands made 7. Okay. There we go. We got it.
You won! You did it!
I just kind of like to think about the land as a regular land. It only gives me 1, but with that specific mixture of 4, I made 7. And you can't counter a land. You basically can't take it out. Oh, darn. They had Field of Ruin, and their chances were already ruined and done for. That's good. I'm glad I'm getting revenge for all you guys and showing you what you can do. Don't always expect to make 7 mana on turn 4, but it's often enough. Maybe you can only make 6 mana on turn 4. 1 sunken, 1 forest, or 1 sunken, 2 forests, and a Castle Garenbrig make 6. If it's only for a Carnage Tyrant, that's still pretty decent. If you see all those lands, you know you're getting there. They can't remove a land, usually. But sometimes Field of Ruin does the trick. Again, Alpine Moon. 1 red. We named Field of Ruin. And we don't have to worry about being stopped. If we have Castle Garenbrig, we're about to go off. Field of Ruin would stop us, sadly. And that's happened to me before. And Field of Ruin would be good against Mono Green and Lotus Field. All of that. Good enough. A wide enough range. And if there's some deck with man lands, whatnot, that you don't appreciate, you shut that down as well. You could kind of bring it in against a lot of stuff. And it could be pretty helpful. Yes, definitely. Chandra, Awakened Inferno, 4 and 2 red, I believe, can't be countered. The lovely ability to give opponents emblems, and at the beginning of their upkeep, whenever, well, they take damage for each emblem. You keep stacking it. Ooh, I believe it's +2 to her loyalty for the emblem. Then she can go -X to deal damage to a creature or planeswalker, then exile it. Also nice. Or the -3, that is 3 damage to each creature, each non-elemental creature. Scary. Oh, Chandra's Regulator. Yes, very good. Copy those Chandra activated loyalty abilities. Deadly, deadly. 2 emblems a turn. Not a pretty sight. And this hand could be better. Maybe I'd keep it if I had a Sunken, hoping that Commune would grab Castle Garenbrig. Outside, it got worse. I did see Castle Garenbrig, but yeah, no. Maybe if it was Castle and a Sunken, I might risk it. Alright, there we go. Send both Ghaltas to the bottom. Play it safe. See what Commune gets. Yeah, Restless Ridgeline, I like it. We don't have a turn 2 or turn 3 play, so Restless Ridgeline perfectly fine. And I figured it could be a Thoughtseize. As it is, if I didn't go with Commune, they certainly would have gotten rid of Commune. So I felt like I take the 2 damage, get the Commune off, it's going to grab a land which they can't discard. That's what it's all about. Hopefully. Ooh. What do we got going on? Is it Abzan? Abzan, Amalia, Explore combo, or the Greasy Greasefang? Grizzly Salvage. Grizzly Salvage it is. Hashtag pre-recorded. Well, they got a Parhelion in the graveyard. Cross our fingers they don't have Greasefang in their hands. Otherwise, we are dead. Get that concede button ready. That's it. Pretty simple and straightforward. Well, hopefully. Maybe you don't hate Greasefang enough. If you hated it even more, I might have one. No, that's okay. It's not like I'm going to start off with Graveyard Hate. I could. Tranquil Frillback for 2 and a green. It enters, we pay an extra green, we exile target player's graveyard, but Tranquil Frillback would not have been fast enough anyways. Too slow. We have to wait until at least turn 4 to have 4 mana, so that we have an extra green when it enters. Just seems a little bit too slow. Tranquil Frillback specifically. Yeah. Sometimes that's how it happens. Oftentimes though, or at least often enough, they just don't assemble the combo and they don't have the Greasefang. It doesn't happen. Whatever. But at least we do have Inscription of Abundance. Instant speed, interaction. We take out the Greasy Rat, hopefully buying ourselves some time. Hopefully dodging a Thoughtseize. Hey, we got something to interact at instant speed, which is very important. But also, if you're interacting with the graveyard at sorcery speed, as it would be with Tranquil Frillback, it's a creature, you play, you exile the graveyard. Greasefang and other graveyard decks, they fill it at different times. On their turn, at the end of our turn, to maybe set up for Greasefang the following turn. So you really want to try and hopefully interact at instant speed if you can. I like that. I don't have to mulligan. I got the 3 lands. I at least have Sunken to start. Topiary. Turn 3. Yeah. Thought he's getting rid of Topiary. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I like it. I like it. It wouldn't. No, they're not casting it. I'm pretty certain they're not casting it. It just pops out from the graveyard. Put it onto the battlefield, and then Greasefang crews it, and then it bounces back to their hand. But yeah, if they were casting it for free, Rolling Vortex could be pretty painful. It would be nice to stack a few Rolling Vortexes and really get them. Oh boy, no vehicle. Cross the fingers. There's no... Okay, good. Look at that. Nothing. We're safe. Not even an Essica's chariot. Alright. Ooh, Parhelion. Okay. Oh, and they have enough card types in the graveyard to search straight up for the Greasefang. So we need that's not Inscription of Abundance, but we're not dead. Not quite yet. Get that as a source of red. Hulking Raptor. We're going to set up maybe for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn. Hopefully they don't take out Hulking Raptor. Just do your Parhelion. They don't have enough to kill us. If we draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, we would kill him, which is good. I think we go down to 2 of 1. Oh, they did an attack with Rafines. Okay. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, do it for the win. I got 4 copies for a reason. That's a little bit rough. Get rid of Carnage Tyrant. They don't have to be that worried. Probably Carnage Tyrant. Huh. Actually, it would be good if it was Carnage Tyrant, because the Regisaur and Palani, they would give each other haste. It would be better for aggression. So hopefully it's Carnage Tyrant. Do it. You know you want it. Ugh. Nuts. Ghalta. Inscription of Abundance. Actually, okay. They don't have another vehicle in the graveyard yet. They can pretty easily do that. But I think I'll just go with good old Cavern of Souls. And a Carnage Tyrant. I can gain 2 life still with Inscription of Abundance. That's the main idea here. And not attack with Hulking Raptor. If they get Parhelion in the graveyard again, that's definitely gonna do it. But we can take out Greasefang before it crews, so we would have to gain life. We'll see what happens. They probably assume we have something up our sleeve because we haven't conceded yet, which would be understandable. They're like, oh, what's this person gonna do? But we're at least gaining 7 life. It would be nice to wait and be fully untapped, put 2 counters on Carnage plus fight. Okay, there's that's how they're getting it. That would be how they're getting it. Huh. Odd. Maybe they think I have instant speed graveyard interaction. There is some potential. You can shuffle specific cards into an opponent's library. It's not the best thing in the world, but if you shuffle something like that, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's going to do the trick. Darn. Could have made it work. If we had the 5, gain 9 life, we put 2 counters on Carnage, plus we fight Greasefang, plus all the life. Would have been able to save ourselves. That's alright, but that specific graveyard hate, I'll pull it up here for a second and we'll get back into another match. At least Greasefang, is usually pretty fast. You move through it. Alright, green. Where is it? Turn the earth, turn the earth. I've always been pretty intrigued by this. 1 green, instant speed. Choose up to 3 cards in graveyards. The owners of those cards shuffle them into their libraries. Think about Izzet Phoenix. For 1 green, you just put the Phoenixes back. Not the best thing in the world, you don't exile them, but hey, chances are that's probably going to buy you enough time to just kill them. And you gain 2 life as well, also pretty good. If they want to try anything again, you get a flashback this for 1 in a green, so it's like graveyard hate. You get to do twice. You get to bring the pain to that specifically. I've always wanted to try Turn the Earth. I've just never taken the plunge. But again, interacting, instant speed, taking 3 key things. Oftentimes I would imagine being able to target 3 things would be enough. And being able to do it twice. If they recover somehow, boom, you still got the pressure. Well, if they try to recover, it doesn't matter as long as they don't exile your own graveyard, and then you can't flash back this. But hey, that's alright, that's alright. Something to keep in mind. That's the main thing really that I was thinking about. Otherwise, well, return to nature, that's not so good. But hey, instant speed interaction, that's where it's at. That's what I'm getting at. Colorless stuff though, we'll move over to it. I've always liked Sentinel Totem. Turn 1 play, we scry, and then forever else. You get a tap, exile Sentinel Totem, exile all graveyards, instant speed. That's helpful against Dimir rogues. They care about how many cards are in our graveyard. If there's 8 or more, they get more powerful. Death touch, that sort of thing. Nah, not good, not good. But specifically against Greasefang, if you have a permanent like this, an artifact that hates on their graveyard, you gotta watch out. It's not certain. They're gonna take it out with the good old Witherbloom command. Also painful for taking out the Llanowar Elf with the Elvish Mystic. They can destroy a non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less, and they have a playset of this. Basically, all of them. I'm pretty sure all of them have a playset of this. So you could be losing a Llanowar Elf or an Elvish Mystic, plus they destroy that graveyard hate, and then they put vehicles in the graveyard, and you don't have any chance of making it happen, unfortunately. Oh, it rained so much there, you had to get a bucket and a towel. Nuts, nuts. Well, I'm kind of learning all kinds of construction stuff. I'm doing that for anybody that didn't know. I could repair a roof, I think. Make it work. Doing a lot of siding right now. We got into that today, and windows. A little bit of everything, which is quite nice. Quite a lot of useful skills. Maybe if I visit sometime, I'll repair your roof. Or your roof. I think that's how you guys say it in the States. Some of you say rough. Gotta fix the rough. The eaves troughs on the roof are clogged with leaves and debris or debris. The rough. I always thought that was pretty funny. Jersey Shore, I think Pauly D calls it a rough. They always make fun of him. My wife always watches Jersey Shore. Usually. Has from pretty much the very beginning. It's interesting, Pretty dramatic. I like that. Decent. There's no sunken citadel. No commune. Huh. Nah, that could work out. We got 4 lands. Okay, well. Oh, phew. 5 lands, good. I was worried about the Thoughtseize there. Probably losing Regisaur. Oh, mono black waste knot. That is, well, it's a little bit rough. I trimmed Orvar, the all form. If you guys were wondering where that guy went. Yeah. I was just feeling again. I had tried Orvar, but I cut Orvar because it was and is a pretty narrow use case. Rolling Vortex would be. Oh, okay. Well, pretty hopeless for our chances. A double waste knot into Hopeless Nightmare means it is hopeless for us. Carbon of Souls, I guess, and Regisaur Alpha. Oh, we just discard 1 card. Okay. Hopefully they don't have too much for that 4 mana. Good, good. I like it. No Thoughtseize. Oh boy. Phew. Oh, like a how-to. How I make those. Oh, I definitely could. You're meaning like how I produce them and that sort of thing, behind the scenes? I can also do that. I can do a lot of stuff. My thumbnail design. Ouch. Ouch. There's always the possibility of facing this deck, and you could have specific hate for it, you could not, and yeah, that's going to be rough. Xenagos in a land. Let's try it. Well, I got fortunate to see 2 waste knots. Okay. Okay, we're not winning now. No siree. Not at all. Not happening. I could bring him back to nature, but they could also just not have much waste knots, or too many. Back to nature could be a waste in some cases. They just have lots of discard, but no waste knots out, and then back to nature just sits there. It's not fun. Brotherhood's End, maybe, to take out all the zombies that they make, plus a Liliana of the Veil. But otherwise it's rough stuff. You know what, let's do that back to nature. Keep an Ancient Imperiosaur in. Ah, okay, behind the scenes stuff. All kinds of behind the scenes, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I've been wondering about that for sure. Doing a dinosaur drive to work. I record myself just talking about things, and then once I get to work I post it. Could be a daily thing, something like that. I certainly could go on and on about a specific thing, or just kind of have a plan in the back of my mind what I want to talk about for the day. Oh, it could work. Yeah, I might do that. Deck list ideas. Okay. Pretty easy stuff. Again, it is the only thing I do, so I have a lot of potential to just talk about it. Hopefully Hulking Raptor survives. I imagine it would. It would have to have at least 4 mana. Removal for 2 and then an extra 2 to pay for it. Or they have Shieldred's. Good. No Shieldred's Edict. I like that. Oh, this is getting interesting. We get Tyrannix Rex, and they may have goofed up a bit. They missed their chance. If they were able to take it out. Huh. What are they gonna do? Dino talk. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll try it tomorrow. just press record on my phone, use the microphone that I bought on the holidays so it sounds even better, or just show different stuff. Tomorrow should be a pretty interesting well, Invoke Despair is pretty interesting as well, but tomorrow should be an interesting drive with all that snow. Could be problematic. Hopefully it's not another Invoke Despair. That's really, really problematic.
It's a trap!
Yeah. Regisaur Alpha. Let's do it. Ancient Imperiosaur next turn could be pretty nice. Watch be a fatal push on the token. Oh, good, good. We're chipping away at the very least. They don't have the waste nod. Languish. Okay, okay. That's nuts. Darn. I'm gonna go with Hulking Raptor. I want to make Restless Ridgeline creature next turn. I really should up my sources of red for Restless Ridgeline. If I see multiples, it could be nice to make both of them a creature in some cases. It is a trap sometimes. Hey, at least Hulking Raptor is safe. Sadly, I have to get rid of Ancient Imperiosaur. Darn. Hopefully seeing another Tyrannosaurus Rex, that would be actually ideal right now. Okay, I do like a good back to nature, I must say. Another attacking creature. Okay, Restless Ridgeline can't give itself the boost. Getting it in range of killing Aclazot's Deepest Betrayal. Get it to 5 power at least. Threaten to kill it. It's just going to have to be Hulking Raptor swinging. Well, if they play a waste nod, at least we get to take it out. That feels pretty good. They also could have had a fatal push pretty easily for Restless Ridgeline when I would make it a creature. But yeah, speaking of behind the scenes stuff, I was actually thinking of doing it for tonight's thumbnail. I was extra proud of that. Putting Ghalta Stampede Tyrant's name, the whatever you want to call it, trimming it from the actual card and then putting it behind the feathers of Hulking Raptor there. Pretty cool stuff. Pops right out. Yeah. Sunken Citadel, that's good. Bet they're going to kill it, but I'm just going to hope they're not. Pretty sure they will. I didn't even realize the Field of Ruin. I forgot about it, honestly. Pain and suffering.
Man, tough stuff.
I think the glitch is on mobile. At least for me, it's hiding my rares. Everything else looks good, which is well, it's good you mentioned it. But yeah, it's just the rares. For me, the numbers kind of shifted over, and it's hard to see. I actually kind of forgot how many I have. I usually don't redeem them. Ulvenwald Hydra, I didn't have any copies, so last night I redeemed 4 of them, but I'm pretty sure I still have like 20 or something. If there is something kind of wacky any of you guys want me to try, I'm certainly up for it. I can probably make it happen. Ouch. At least I have another Restless Ridgeline, but the opponent could pretty easily have removal for it. Well, Carnage Tyrant's pretty good. Yeah, and I can still make Restless Ridgeline a creature. Let's do it. Oh boy. There's the fatal push. Hey, at least I called it. Pretty much. Yeah, they didn't do a whole lot of discarding. They just did a a lot of killing, sadly. Yes, I know, I still use that clip. Well, sometimes I forget about that clip. Oftentimes I'm able to bust through. It's not often that I can't bust through, at least with this list, but yeah, I wasn't able to in this case. Naya Dinos, Control Dinos. I should dust off Naya Dinos one of these times here. Yeah. I'll think about it. A lot of good ideas. Certainly, I'll try and make the time, make more time, do as much as I can, whatever I can, whenever I can. I do like sprinkling in those little videos. The one I did this morning, even though I recorded the voiceover on my phone, I still had a great time. A great example of seeing Tyrannosaurus Rex early, but other behind the scenes stuff. I definitely want to get into that. Just do is fill in all the little spots, the little bits of time. If I have 10, 20 minutes here, I'm going to work. After work, I record a little bit, post it right away, that sort of thing. I like it. I like it. Oh, what did we lose to? We beat Rakdos Midrange and Azorius Control, Azorius Yorion, then lost to Greasefang and Mono Black Waste Not. Yeah, rough. You know what? I'm gonna do another match. You just got here, so let's do one more surprise. I thought I'd pack it in, but nah. Watch it be a half-hour control match. Usually that's not the case, but sometimes they are pesky. Sometimes you don't see Tyrannosaurus Rex. That was actually extra crazy. Went through half the deck, no Tyrannosaurus Rex whatsoever. Oh, DC Brano 1980. I have faced DC Brano before. I know this name. And this hand is definitely better than one Cavern of Souls. 100%. Played safe. Send Ghalta to the bottom. Let's keep the scary stuff around. I believe it is Rakdos Sacrifice that this person Ward. Auras. Well, that actually, I come to think of it, I remember this person playing Auras. That darn Toadstool Admirer. Not fun. Sweeper could be pretty helpful, hopefully. It is pretty funny. I can make Restless Ridgeline a creature. I got 2 green plus the red from Restless Ridgeline itself, but that doesn't make sense because Restless Ridgeline would be tapped. You wouldn't be able to do anything with that. That might do it. Aura's very painful. Greasefang, yeah, it's rough, not very common. I probably face it once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Probably something like once every 2 weeks, I would say. Bogles, yeah. It boggles my mind that people don't play Bogles more often, because it seems like a pretty fantastic deck. Difficult to deal with, very scary stuff. Hopefully this can still be pretty scary. At least I can make 6 next turn, maybe 7 to get Tyrannosaurus Rex. Although if they get, whatchamacallit, SRAM, Senior Artificer, or Ninetales, all that glitters, that is all they needed to lock it up. Yeah. We got back to nature, destroying all enchantments, so at the very least, that's going to give us a sliver of a chance. Palani's Hatcher, make a bunch of blockers. It's not nothing. I'll just go with Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't think there's much we could do, and they could easily have an enchantment that gives the Toadstool Admirer flying, powering it up, getting it above 8. Yeah, don't think we're doing this one. tends to do the trick. Skrell Defector might makes it so, well, I can't even block it. Hey, back to nature though. It's good. It's good. It doesn't always do the trick. They can easily recover often enough. At least if they have one creature, they just barf a bunch of other enchantments on that creature, and yeah. Hey, I'm keeping that. Yep. I got 2 lands. I got a source of green. I got back to nature. Don't have to ask yourself any more than that. That's what it's got to be. They haven't played too much. Oh, and a Cavern of... Well, we had Cavern of Souls, but we got Castle Garenbrig. We're looking pretty darn good. Really should have searched for Castle first before playing Cavern. And then Castle could have been the land for the turn. Yeah, it's going to be Restless Ridgeline. That always enters tapped. Castle Garenbrig might not enter tapped if we get a forest sometime down the line. Okay. That's all right. Yeah, give it hexproof. I'm going to take off all enchantments that you put on it. Oh boy. Curious Obsession. Yeah. You're not connecting. Oh, Cartouche. Yeah. Put something else on it. Oh, Ethereal Armor. That is very good too. Yeah. No, not today. Go away. We'll see how much time we bought. Who knows? At least we're only taking 1. And, well, they're not drawing a card. Yeah. Kind of makes me want to have 4 Back to Natures, but enchantments are not very common. It's either 5-color Fires of Invention, playing spells for free, or this deck. Yeah, you just don't run into them too much. Graveyard Hate, though. I could see having a supreme overabundance of that. Oh, they thought Topiary Stomper could block. Well, their chances have certainly gone downhill because we're going to make 6 green. We had 6 lands anyways, but hey, 2 Topiaries, grabbing 2 lands, and we have 3 creatures that are 4 power and 4 toughness to block and vigilance. That's what I'm getting at. Nice Restless Ridgeline next turn. Good. Yeah, you can see how the red sources are kind of sparse. If I want to make 1 Restless a creature, if I want to make 2 Restless Ridgelines a creature, it's going to be difficult. I would need 2 other sources of red other than Restless Ridgeline itself. Sometimes I'm using Restless Ridgeline for a source of red for Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha, so something I might tweak tonight after we're done here. I mean, it's pretty good against any other deck. I would 100% keep it, but that Back to Nature does the trick. 1 mulligan to try for it. Also, beautiful. I mean, we got the package. Commune turn 1 or turn 2. To grab another Sunken, maybe we would be making boatloads of mana, but still no Back to Nature. Okay, there's Back to Nature. Sadly had to mulligan quite a few times, but hopefully it works out. Darn. Now that's all right. Oh, the light pause. That's what I was getting at. The name was on the tip of my tongue. Commune. We'll see what we get. Maybe it's another Sunken or a castle. I like a good castle. I'll get Restless Ridgeline anyways. Okay. Gonna be rough. Would have been nice to have 2 untapped on turn 2, but so many tap lands. Yeah. Painful. Hopefully it's not Audacity. Or they'll put something else on. You can see how Back to Nature would have been nice. buying us a decent chance, but Light Paws still would have stuck around. Whenever an aura enters the battlefield under their control, they may search their library for another. Well, you get the idea. They search for an aura when it enters, and things just get bigger, out of control. Not great. Maybe they figure what I have. Probably. I bet. Well, at least it's only a 2-2. We bought ourselves a turn. Really is nice if you can kill Light Paws or SRAM, Senior Artificer, their draw engines. If they can't draw lots of stuff, they run out of gas pretty darn quick. I think usually they have 4 SRAMs, 4 Light Paws. You see how deadly it is. They just easily recover. Back to Nature buys you a bit of time, but not a lot of time. Pretty much a turn, unfortunately. We're not going to be busting through that anytime soon. But it's pretty nice to... Well, it's not so nice to lose, but it's nice to face the decks that are so completely uncommon. Get to talk about what you might do and sometimes what you can't do. Again, the Tranquil Frillback, it's not instant speed graveyard interaction. Doesn't help a whole lot against Greasefang. Back to Nature, you saw how it helps a little bit, but also not a lot. Take out the thing with all the auras on it. If you can do that, all those auras naturally go away anyways, but they would probably have protection for that creature that they stacked up anyways. That's okay. That's okay. Still a good time. Always a good time. Can't win them all. Sometimes you will. You always get those streaks. Few and far between. Alright, we'll leave it there. Good chats, good ideas, Heaven. Doing all kinds of stuff behind the scenes. Something with the thumbnail for tonight. Man, that was extra good. Extra scary. I don't think you need all that flair, all the other symbols and stuff. You just leave it nice and impactful and eye-catching. That's the idea. Sometimes I don't have a whole lot of time to do that. I gotta whip it up or just even schedule the stream basically just before I start. Alright, have a good one. Everybody watching right now, later on, whenever it is. Dinosaurs can be pretty good, but have a good time whatever you're playing. Whenever you're playing, whatever game you're playing. Damping Sphere. Oh, yeah. Damping Sphere does the trick, yeah. Deuces and cabooses. I'll think about Damping Spear, although it did mess me up a little bit there. I kind of forgot about how I tapped certain lands for extra mana. Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig. It slowed me down too much. Too painful for my plan. If I did want to hurt a specific land or make opponent's lands not tap for much, it'd be Alpine Moon. But Damping Sphere stopping opponents when they cast multiple things in a turn, that would hurt the Auras deck. They wouldn't be putting nearly as much on. First one costs 1, and then 2, and then 3. They'd be slowed down there for sure. Lots of interesting options. You can splash for colors, dinosaurs. There's something for everything. But sometimes it's not enough. Alright. Peace.